Hi everyone, Coach Carla here. Today I want to start a new segment called Ask Me Anything, in which I will answer any burning questions that you may have about health, fitness, and wellness. Well, I would like to start this segment with a question that I get a lot, and it is, what is the best diet for me? Is it keto, paleo, low carb, low fat? There's so many diets that cause quite a lot of confusion. But before we start talking about the best diet, I want to put a disclaimer on. I don't actually like the word diet. And it is because it has a negative connotation. To me, diet implies lots of rules, lots of restrictions, and basically hard work. And most people, when they think about diet, they have this idea that it's a temporary effort, something that they will put a lot of energy in for a few weeks or months, and then they will abandon and go back to whatever they were doing before. The problem with this is that usually people who go on diets tend to have a negative relationship with food, mostly because diets are very restrictive. So they start creating those rules about what you can and cannot have, what is healthy, what is unhealthy, what is off limits. And some people may end up taking this too far and developing a pathological pattern out of it, which is not ideal and goes against the principles of health. So that said, if you feel that you do need certain rules or guidelines to follow, okay, the best diet is the one that works for you. And I know it sounds like a cop-out and that I am not actually answering the question, but hear me out. You are the one who's going to adopt this set of rules and guidelines, right? So you need to see how those guidelines will fit within your needs and within your life. So the first thing that you need to consider is, what are your goals? So what do you want to accomplish with this diet, with this set of guidelines? Do you have a specific outcome in mind, like weight loss or maybe muscle gain? Or is it more like for your wellness and health? Okay, this will determine what kind of diet and what kind of rules will work better for you. The second is, what are your personal preferences? Like, what do you like eating? What you don't like? How do you feel when you eat a particular food and how your body responds to it? Because seriously, there's no point of eating foods that you don't like just because you think that you should be eating them. And the third is, what's your lifestyle? How does the protocol that you want to adopt gonna fit in with your current commitments? Because if it is not something that is going to fit in, or it's going to require too much effort from you, chances are you're not going to want to sustain. You're not going to want to do it for a long time. So the truth is that the best diet is the one that is easy for you to implement, the one that you are comfortable with all the rules, the guidelines, the requirements, and the one that you're confident you can do it for the long run. Why? Well, because results come from consistent efforts applied on the long run for a period of time. So if you can't sustain something, you're not going to get results. So don't even bother starting. So one thing that you can ask yourself is if you can see yourself doing this protocol for a year or more. And if the answer is no, then you may consider changing the protocol or adjusting it, making smaller changes, things that fit within your lifestyle. Cool? Now, if you do have any questions that you would like answered, please write it on the comments, and I would love to get back to you on our next segment. I'll see you soon.